Hey, welcome to Pilates with Jen, and thanks for joining me today. Today, I am bringing you a full body workout using the stability cushion. This is gonna fire up our core and challenge our body with control and stability. If you don't have the stability cushion, you can do this whole workout without it. I will give you some modifications for it. But I will tell you, for about $14, this is a great piece of equipment, especially if you want to build the core up without doing extra ab work. So my setup today is I do need the Pilates box. So we do need the Pilates box no matter what. I do have my springs set up on the Footwork springs. For me, that is 1 green and 2 reds. You can be on 2 reds and a blue, which is 2 heavies and a medium. But if you want to equal up to that green and 2 reds, you could do 2 reds, a blue, and a yellow, and that would equal the same thing. Headrest can be any way you like it. We're gonna take the stability cushion, put it down onto our platform for now. We're gonna lie ourselves down. Like I said, your headrest can be any way you like it. You're gonna find the balls of the feet, all 10 toes, picking up real estate on that foot bar. Your feet are hip distance apart, so that's sits bones distance apart, 1 fist between your feet. Heels are slightly raised. You're gonna go ahead, take a big deep inhale. On that exhale, you're gonna extend yourself out and resist yourself in. Taking a little inventory, scanning from the tips of my toes to the crown of my head. So like always, the first few moments of footwork, I like to analyze my body because each and every day is different. We're gonna go for 2 more here. Next time you push yourself out, I want you to hold it long. I want you to drop both heels under, lift the heels, bend the knees, and come in. New pattern. Push yourself out, drop the heels, lift the heels, come in. So 4 count movement, drop, lift, and in. We're gonna do 4 more just like this. For 3, 2. On this last one, you're gonna hold yourself out long, hold it there. We're just lowering and lifting the heels for 8, 7, 4. Last one, come up on your toes, bend your knees, push yourself right back out. Let's lower, lift the heels for 6, 3, 2, 1. Stay up on those toes, bend the knees, push yourself out. Let's lower, lift the heels for 4. Come up on the toes, bend the knees. Let's push yourself out. Let's lower, lift for 2. Bend the knees, push yourself out. Stay at singles for 4. Calves should be feeling nice and warm. Last one, come up on those toes, bend your knees, and bring yourself in. Let's take the feet wide on the foot bar, externally rotate those balls of the feet. I'm sorry, we're gonna take the feet wide with the balls of the feet on. Heels are lifted. Go ahead, press yourself out, bend and press here. Taking a moment to see how we feel, knowing where those heels are floating in space. Let's go for 4, 3, 2. Pick up that new pattern. Next time you extend yourself out, I want you to lower the heels, lift the heels, bend yourself in. Lower and lift. Last 3, 2. Last one, you're going to hold yourself out. Let's lower lift the heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up on your toes, bend yourself in. We're going for 6s. Breathe it out. I know those calves are talking. Remember, if external doesn't work, keep your feet in parallel. Last 2. Bend the knees. Push yourself out. We have 4. Come up on the toes, bend the knees, push yourself out for 2. Ooh, come in. We have 4 singles. Push yourself out. Drop, lift, come in. Out, lower, lift, in. Last one. Lower, lift, bring that carriage in. We'll go ahead, walk your heels back to the center of the foot bar. Take a moment. Those calves are definitely shaking on me. I hope they're shaking on you. Heels are now on the bar. Abs are pulled in. We're going to go ahead. We're going to lift our bottoms up just a little bit. I'm tucking my pelvis back, coming into a little bit of a hover, so I have this imprinted spine. I'm in this little hover. We're going to press the carriage out, pull it in. So just hands width or fist. Your glutes are just up over the carriage. Knees are still pointing straight up to the clouds as you bend all the way in. You're trying to tap that bumper, push yourself out. Think about pulling the heels towards the glutes. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Next time you come all the way in, tap that bumper, drop your glutes, and go ahead, take your heels wide on the foot bar. You're going to externally rotate, same pattern here. You're going to tuck the pelvis. You're going to lift the pelvis, come into that hover, shoulders are back and down. You're going to press the carriage out, resist it in. Just think about that 1 hand's distance, squeezing into those glutes every time you push that carriage out, keeping those abs and ribs connected, not splaying through the chest. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way in. You can drop those hips, bring your knees towards your chest, and go ahead, roll those ankles. Now, if you have that stability cushion, you're going to go ahead, bring it onto your platform. If you don't have it, your feet are going to come up to the foot bar just like normal bridging. We are coming into our bridging segment, only this time we're going to be putting our feet onto the stability cushion versus the foot bar. So you're either using the cushion or the foot bar. Choice is yours depending on what props you have. Abs are pulled in. We're staying with hinge bridges, so flat back bridges today. Take a big deep inhale. You're going to lift your hips and lower the hips. So you're lifting and lowering. So right away, if you're on this cushion, you're feeling your core fire up by having your feet on this unstable surface. Lower and lift. We got 4, 3, 2. Last one. You're going to hold it up. Hold those hips up. I want you to rock your feet to the front, rock your feet to the back. So even if you're on the bar, you're pushing to the front, into the heels. We have 4, 3, 2. Last one, feet come back to neutral. Go ahead, hinge your hips down and bring your knees into your chest. All right, we are gonna come up now. We're gonna make a spring change on our reformers. We are coming down to arms and straps. So I am gonna take my blue and my red spring off, leaving myself with just one red and one blue, so one heavy, one medium. I am gonna go ahead, take my stability cushion with me. Again, if you don't have the cushion, you're doing this without anything underneath your bottom. If you have a ball, you could put the ball underneath your bottom as well. I'm gonna grab the straps behind me. Hands are coming into those long loops or short loops. Choice is yours. You wanna give yourself some room away from the shoulder blocks. You're gonna bring those arms up to the clouds, zip those legs together, squeezing everything tight. We're gonna begin with just straight arm presses, so our arms are gonna come down towards our waistline, resist it in. So if you do not have this cushion, or this ball or a ball underneath, you absolutely can start adding in some ab curls to increase this challenge. But since I'm using the cushion and my behind is elevated, head stays down for me. Squeezing through the core, firing up those stabilizer muscles. Let's go for 2 more. Next time the arms come up to the clouds, hold it there. We're gonna start same arm movement, adding in the leg. So you're gonna press the arms down, right leg goes long, arms come up, leg comes to table. Press the arms down, left leg goes long, arms come up to table. Two more each side. Using that breath, controlling with that core. Last one to the left. Legs come to table, arms come up. Final set here, same arm movement. Arms come down, legs come long. Pull it in. Squeeze everything together. If you want this more difficult, legs can come straight up to the clouds. Last 2. Last one here. Arms come up, legs come in. Find the foot bar for a moment. Give yourself a moment, relax those arms. All right, second set. Arms are coming up to the clouds, legs back to table. We're following the same pattern this time. Arm movement is changing. Plug those shoulders down, drop them towards your waist. Elbows are in by your rib cage. Bend the elbows, press the arms long. So staying here for the first set. If you are on the stability cushion, you absolutely feel that core firing. We have 2 more. We're gonna start adding single leg. 1 more. Next time the arms come down, extend the right leg long. Pull it in. Left leg long. Last 2 each side. One more each side. Arms come up, legs come to table, double leg. Here we go. Press, extend, pull it in. Full body. Again, if you want it more difficult, the legs can come up as the arms come in. This is one of my favorite ways to do arms and straps. I love the balance cushion underneath or a ball. Last two. Last one. Arms come up, legs come in. Take a moment. We have one more set. Drop your knees. Maybe take a stretch from side to side. Coming back to the center. Arms are coming back up to the clouds. Plug those shoulders down. Legs are zipped to table. We're opening out to a T. Make sure you can keep your arms in your view here. When you're ready, find those legs zipped together. Close the arms towards your waist. Resist it open. Increasing the challenge as the arms come laterally out to the side. Squeezing through that side body. Last two. Next time the arms open, right leg goes long, arms close, right leg comes in, left leg in. Alternate from side to side. One more each side. Legs come in, full body. Legs come out, legs come long. Arms come out, legs go long. Again, you can keep your legs in tabletop. You choose the level you want to be at. The shakes are real. Last two. Last one here. When your knees come in, carefully bring your arms up to the clouds. Find your foot bar. Go ahead, hang those straps on up. You can lift your bottom if you have that cushion. Take it out. Give yourself a moment. Maybe open up your arms. Twist your knees from side to side. Take a big stretch if it feels right for you. And then we are carefully going to come up on our reformers. We're going to make some changes here. Cushion is going to stay on my platform for right now. I am taking off one heavy spring, coming down to one blue spring only, so one medium spring. I'm going to grab my box. My box is coming on the long box ways. Mine goes over the shoulder blocks. You use your long box the way it's supposed to be used on your machine. Now, I am going to come up to a kneeling position. So we're coming into some bird dog here, very, very light carriage. If you have the stability cushion, you are going to grab the cushion and it's going to come under one of your knees, either the left or the right. The choice is yours, making this a completely unstable surface. So we're going to have to use and engage our core and control this carriage. So option, cushion, no cushion. One leg is getting lifted. For the people who have a cushion, it's the leg that is not on the cushion. So our legs, one leg is reaching long. Our shoulders and wrists are in line with each other. Holding the abs in, letting the core fire, especially if you're on that cushion. We're going to begin some leg work here. I'm going to lower my leg, tap the box, and lift. Lower and lift. Now I'm keeping those abs pulled in. I'm keeping those shoulders away. And I am coming up, giving myself a little bit of a glute squeeze as I lift that leg. Holding those abs in. Everything is firing for 4, 3, 2. Last one, that leg is reaching long. It's in neutral, in line with the hips. Square your hips if they're hiked. You're going to bend your knee in, push it away. Bend the knee in and extend. Last 3, 2, last 1. Hold the leg long. Control those abs, square the hips. We're going to cross the leg over to the opposite rail, lift it up to neutral, cross it over, and lift. Cross it over, and lift. That core is working so hard. If you are on that cushion, last 2. Last 1 here. Leg comes to neutral, square the hips. Now we're moving from the arms. We're going to push the carriage away, pull the carriage in. Everything is shaking. Last 3. For 2. When those arms come in, shoulders over the wrists, we're moving from the leg. Extend it out, pull it in. Stability cushion is pushing that box out. You're pulling it in with your hip flexor. Stay strong. We're almost there. We have 3. Try to keep those shoulders in line with the wrists. Try. Last 1. Whew, we made it. Carefully place that knee down, and you can go ahead, straddle the box for a moment. If you have that cushion, you can go ahead, have a seat on that cushion. Go ahead and roll your shoulders. All right, relax. Let's reach those arms up. A lot of work for that core, a lot of work for that upper body, stabilizing, helping you stabilize. Full body work there. If you are on the cushion, go ahead, come off of it for 1 quick second. I want you to go ahead, reach down and grab your straps. Now, once you have those straps, you can go ahead, come back onto the cushion. You might want to move yourself further back towards the risers, or you can hold the long loops. I'm going to go with the long loops today. My palms are going to be faced up. We're coming into offering. So we're going to reach those arms up and bring it down. Taking a moment, giving us a break off our knee, maybe bringing our heart rate down, because that full stabilization really brought my heart rate up. Let's go for 4, 3, 2. Last 1, when the arms come down, flip your palms so they're facing forward, the foot towards the foot bar. Coming up overhead, bringing those arms up and over and bringing it down. So again, I'm hinging just a little bit, especially on this cushion, as I'm reaching the arms up overhead. Now my core is still trembling because I am balancing myself on this stability cushion. So definitely firing up the core more so if I was just sitting on the box by itself. Last 2. Next time the arms are overhead, you're going to hold them there. You're going to make a diamond with your fingers. You're going to hinge yourself over. We're coming in for triceps. So bend and press. Let's go for 3, 2, last 1. Arms reach up, come up, bring those arms down. You can carefully put both straps in one hand. If you're on the cushion, come up off of it. And then you can go ahead and hang those straps up. I hung my straps up crooked, but I'll finish it. I'll fix it later. All right, so going on to the other side. My right knee is now coming onto that cushion. I'm gonna set myself up on my left side first. Once I feel like I'm squared up, readjust, find those shoulders over the wrist, and your knee is in the center of that cushion. Opposite leg comes out long. Stabilize through the core. You're reaching that leg long. Maybe if you're not using this cushion, you could reach the opposite hand. I'm not even gonna go there with this cushion because I'm trembling already. We're gonna begin lowering and lifting that leg. So you're dropping it down, you're lifting it up. Coming up a little for that glute squeeze. Lower and lift. Remember, your shoulders are not coming up to your ears. Abs are pulled in. Everything in this body is working. Light grip on the hand rest, trying to push the weight evenly through the palms. Last two. Try to distribute your weight evenly. Next time that leg is long, back in neutral, hold it there, square the hips. Bend the knee in, extend it out. Bend it in and out. Last two. Find that leg in neutral. We're going for those crossovers. Cross, tap the rail the opposite side, lift to neutral. Cross it over and up. Last two. One more. Lift it up, find that neutral. We're gonna start moving from the arms. Shoulders are over the wrist. You're gonna push yourself away. Pull yourself in. Trying not to move the leg. Leg is reaching long in neutral. Pulling the shoulders back over the wrist. Two more. When you come in this time, line those shoulders up with the wrist. Stabilize. We're moving from the leg. Extend it out. Pull it in. Extend it out. And in. Last three. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. For two. And last one. Bring it all the way in. Carefully step that foot down. You can take that cushion down and carefully have a seat on your box. Roll those shoulders. I'm gonna reach behind me, get a big extension, relaxing those shoulders, and then we are gonna be coming off that box. You are gonna need to find your straps. Mine are all crossed, so I'm gonna fix my straps. And then once you have the straps, cushion stays on the platform if you're gonna use it. We are gonna come into prone, laying towards the foot bar. I do use the stability cushion this way because I like extension. If you know your body doesn't like extension, then just don't use the cushion at all. So, taking both straps into my inside hand, I'm gonna go ahead, hold on to the box, and then I am gonna lay down on the box. Once I go ahead, I'm gonna close the straps, bring them into each hand. Now, with this cushion, it comes up on your sternum here. So you're lifted up. Your legs can be apart or they can be together. Both hands are in those straps. I am using the long loops here because my extension is a little bit higher. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna begin with a tricep. So you're gonna bend the arms, resist them down. Now I'm naturally in a bit of extension here. My shoulders are back. Light carriage, because we're going to be here for a minute. We're going for 3, 2, and 1. Next time the arms are long, you're going to bend like we did before. We're going to push over our head. Then we're going to open up our arms. As we come up, we're going to come up on that cushion, come up for more extension, bend those arms. So breaststroke over the head, reach. Arms come up and around, elbows come in. Again, reach. Up and around and in. So good for the back body. Strong backs keep us standing taller as we age. Last 3. For 2. And 1. Go ahead and let those straps, you can carefully let them fall to the floor. And then you can come up off of that box. Give yourself a little bit of cat-cow. And then we are going to go ahead, take that cushion. We're taking all of our springs off. I am going to let my carriage come all the way back, and I am going to step into the well. Cushion, if you have it, is coming onto the floor. If you don't have it, your feet are just coming onto the floor. Now, boxes here, feet are coming into the stability cushion, and you're going to find yourself in a plank position. Now, you're in this plank position. We're going to come in to some ab work here. So you're going to hold your abs in. You're going to start piking. So you're pulling your hips in, pulling that carriage towards you. As you come into a pike, you'll come back down into your plank. So up into the pike, down into the plank. Think about extending yourself long. Stay out of those shoulders. Let's go for 3. 2. And 1. Go ahead, let that carriage go all the way back. Carefully take a moment here. All right, so same motion, only this time we're taking our toes and we're pointing them towards the corners. I'm gonna start facing you. I'm gonna bring my elbows back and down. Same motion, only this time we're going into those obliques. So feet can be stacked. You're gonna pull the carriage in, extend the carriage out. So pull it in and extend. I have to move my cushion just a little bit more. There we go. We got 3. For 2. And 1. Go ahead, let that carriage go. You're gonna face the center, take a step off that cushion, take a minute, wiggle it out. Same thing on the other side. Toes are now pointed towards the left side. My elbows are coming down. My hips are slanted towards the left. Pull it in all the way up. Extend it down. Keep those shoulders tight. Adjust yourself as you need. So it's really about using those obliques to lift those hips. Heart rate should definitely be coming up. Last two. On that last one, go ahead and let yourself come in. Carefully take a step off that cushion if you're on it. Go ahead, walk yourself back. Give yourself just a little bit of a downward dog. Allow the shoulders to relax. And then we can carefully step out of our wheel. I'm gonna take my balance cushion up, put it onto the platform. I am going with one red spring. We are done with the box. The box can go over to the side. I'm gonna take my headrest, make sure that your straps are hooked up as well. If you are using the ball or the balance cushion like we did in the beginning, please stay on one red. If you are not using a cushion and you want to go a little bit heavier, you can add a yellow spring on. Balance cushion is coming underneath our hips. You're going to grab one strap behind you. Doesn't matter whether it's the left or the right. Okay, having some technical difficulties. All right. So it doesn't matter whether it's the left or the right. Leg is going to come up to the clouds. Unstrapped leg is coming to tabletop. When you're ready, adjust yourself. Single leg lower lifts. Again, using that core to stabilize. The shake has happened this whole class. If you have definitely been using the cushion, you're definitely going to feel those abs tomorrow. Let's go for two more. Next time that leg comes up to the clouds, hold it there. The unstrapped leg comes down, out over the footbar. We're coming into scissor legs. So strap leg comes down, unstrapped leg comes up. Think about reaching long, stretching out of those legs. We're gonna go for two more. I'm gonna add some helicopters in. Next time your strapped leg is up to the clouds, hold it there. One leg's reaching long over the footbar, strapped leg is up to the clouds. You're gonna rotate your hips so legs come together, strapped leg comes down, unstrapped leg comes up. Scissor the legs. Rotate the legs around and then scissor. So rotate the legs like a big airplane and float it up. Feel those hips rotate around that waistline. Last two. Last one. Legs come up. Unstrapped leg comes to the footbar. Go ahead, grab that strap, give yourself a single leg hamstring stretch. Pull those toes towards your nose. Carefully go ahead, bend that leg. Hang that strap up. You're going to grab your other strap. Once you have, oh, I made my straps crazy today. All right, go ahead, grab that other strap. Unstrapped leg is coming to tabletop. When you're ready, you're going to lower and lift. Last 2. Next time that strap leg comes up to the clouds, hold it there. Unstrap leg comes long over the foot bar, coming into scissor legs. Strap leg comes down, unstrap leg comes up. Really think about letting that strap pull that leg at a big stretch. Last 2 here. When that strap leg comes up, hold it there. We're going to helicopter those legs. So you switching the hips to the side, dropping the one down, bringing the unstrapped above, then scissor. Swing down, lift up. Last 2. When that unstrapped leg comes back up to the clouds, hold it there. Unstrapped foot comes over the foot bar. Flex your foot into that single leg hamstring stretch. Maybe flex those toes towards your nose, a little deeper into it. And then you can carefully take that strap off. You can go ahead, take that cushion out. That can go onto the floor. And you can carefully come on up onto your reformer. And we have finished today's workout. I hope you feel as fabulous as I do. And like always, please like, comment, share, subscribe. And until next time, I'll meet you on the reformer. Bye.